Sumo. Let's go. Come on, pull it. Yeah.
I saw your snap where you like snapped. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I loved it.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah?
cool. Whenever we on.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
3, 2,
Wait.
1.
That's a change. Okay, I'm ready.
And we're still live.
Oh, we're live?
We're still not live. We're on.
Okay, ready?
I just like scaring you.
Ready? Okay.
Women. That's the topic of today.
Whip it?
Women.
Women?
Yeah.
Why does that? You know what? I could be a topic in myself. That could be a perfect topic.
All right.
Women.
Well, welcome back to the catch up with Bryan, Sumo, Sumardi, and I have a surprise guest today.
Surprise!
I don't even know how to introduce you. Are you Vick the Titan?
Use
Are
me,
you
Vick the Titan.
Vick Titan?
No,
Yeah.
Vick the Titan's fine.
Vick the
Okay.
Titan.
Okay, ready.
You're super spazzy.
I'm not spazzy.
That's super cool though.
Okay, I'm ready.
That's why you're a radio DJ. Yeah, you're not on camera that often.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready.
Well, Miss Vick.
Hey.
Can
What's
I
up?
Can I say that? I was gonna say she is a native Maryland person who moved to Austin, Texas. I don't know what she's looking at.
No.
But
What's up,
I
everybody?
just grabbed my beer.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Yeah.
'Cause I apparently can't do it.
Oh man, what's up, everybody? I'm Vick the Titan, and I am here with my very, very good old friend Bryan Sumardi.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay.
Let's get it started. We're gonna do it throwbacks. Okay, first of all, what do you have me drinking? Because I don't drink beer.
This is a IPA
Okay.
from Flying Dog. It's a
This is-
Maryland brew.
Flying Dog is Maryland brew.
Yeah.
You know, I just found that out. Just not right now.
Just not right now.
No, it's like just right now. Like
Just
now.
right now.
Uh-huh.
But you're not a beer drinker, so you probably wouldn't want to drink
I'm not,
it.
but I do like it. I remember Flying Dog being Nora's favorite beer.
Nora doesn't like beer.
She used to drink a lot of Flying Dog. Because I remember only drinking it with her.
Maybe.
That's good. The last time
Nora is my cousin, so I feel like I
So
would
what
know.
you saying? So what is you saying?
I think you don't know Nora like that.
When it comes to beer, I guess. Damn. Okay.
We were talking about this the other day. I want to know, I want to see if we can remember how we met.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had this issue. We couldn't remember how Bryan and I met. All I know, okay, these are the key points that I know. I remember him since I was 12 years old.
12?
Yeah. I remember you since I was 12.
I don't even remember that, to be honest.
Because that's when, man, I really do hope you edit this later, but that's when Myra was dating Miguel.
I mean, hey, the truth is the truth. You
Yeah,
can't hide
so that's when my sister. Yeah, so that's when my sister was dating our mutual friend, and
He's gonna be on the podcast too.
yeah.
He'll be a fitness guy though. It'll be interesting.
Hey, I'm a fitness girl.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into it. I do a lot of dope shit.
One step at a time. We'll talk about.
But I
your stuff.
honestly can't remember how you and I met. But I can recall countless times of us like being trashed together. Like this is exactly what we were discussing before.
So actually, you'd be a better person than Josh. The one main reason I brought
yes,
Josh.
that's a factual statement.
I brought Josh in to tell stories about us in our past, but he gave me like one sentence stories
Okay.
that led nowhere.
Oh, I can flow with stories.
Yeah, well, I don't know what kind of stories I want you to tell though, but
Man, I'm telling you, it's like I remember key points of memories. I definitely remember car rides to wherever we were going always consisted of some type of Ciroc bottle, mainly peach, because for some reason that's Josh's favorite is peach.
yeah,
So we always fucked with like peach Ciroc or peach Amsterdam.
we had to cater to him because he was a lightweight.
Cater.
We did.
I was never really a lightweight. I just drink a lot. I just don't know when to stop. But
That's cool. All right.
Okay.
Let me get into you again.
Back to me.
You coming from? I don't really get into your like mindset coming from here to Texas.
Okay.
Like to me, that's a real scary thing. I want to hear a story behind that.
So I always knew that I didn't want to stick in my hometown, at least not to live. I at least wanted to travel and explore and stuff. And so I applied to school there, and I had gotten accepted into ACC, which is the equivalent of like Montgomery College here.
Was that right after high school?
No. This was a year and a half ago that I applied to school there.
How old are you again?
I'm 24.
You're only a year, so you're younger than me.
This is new for a lot of things between us. Yeah, I'm only 24. I'm the youngest. I was the youngest of the group.
Josh?
No, Josh is 25. A year older than me. But I was a baby.
Yeah.
I'm the baby.
You could say that. All right, well, go ahead. So you got to the community college in Austin?
Yeah, and so I was doing so initially, I mean, moving wasn't so scary. This is another part of my mentality, is that you can survive anywhere as long as you have a hustle mentality. Mm-hmm. So I was ready to start working in the mall or like some like really low key like.
So you
job.
Legit like I'm gonna get a plane ticket. I'm flying down there. I got my school.
Yeah. Well. I didn't fly. I actually packed all my shit up in my car.
Drove?
And I drove.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That was probably the best road trip I ever had. It was
by myself.
It was, originally the drive is 22, 23 hours, but I turned it into like a 35-hour drive. And I would go to like hotspot cities on the map, like going down. Tennessee. And like, you know, the Travel Channel?
Yeah.
So the Travel Channel, you know, all like the foodie places that they have. I went to the food places that were listed on the Travel Channel on the places on the map that I was headed down. Which is, with that. Yeah, there's a spot in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's a breakfast spot, and crap, I can't even remember the name. But that's the first.
Find out.
I know, I have to find out. But that's the first place where I tried sweet onion on my potatoes.
Sweet onion.
And for now, I like onions.
Wait. Explain that. I don't know.
I've never eaten an onion before, unless it was in pico de gallo, but that's different because that's Spanish.
What about like burgers?
No, I don't really like onions.
In the ground beef?
I don't like anything onions. I don't like onions.
You never had onion on a burger, like the ring?
Onion rings? Nope. Nope. And
what else onions go on?
But yeah, I tried onions for the first time. And then what else? And so yeah, I made like a whole road trip out of it. I mean, of course, I got like super stoned. And
that's cool.
But it was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Okay, so your highlight was Knoxville, Tennessee, and then that's where you had blooming onions.
Yeah, I also stopped at. I stopped at Little Rock.
Arkansas.
That was a little scary though, cause
I always think Arkansas is like a part of Texas.
No.
I don't know why.
No.
That's just me. I'm horrible with geography.
And I also stopped in Memphis.
It's a lot of Tennessee.
Yeah, I was really hungry in Tennessee.
Oh, so you really just stopped in Tennessee?
No, I stopped in Arkansas too. Okay. No, I went diagonally so those were the two bigger states that I had to cross diagonally.
Did you kind of like that straight shot, or did you go like down the coast?
No. I went down Virginia, and then I took a right diagonally into the state. So I didn't go through the coastline.
So so you never hit North Carolina, the Carolinas, Georgia,
no. I went down Virginia and then into Tennessee to the left, but to the west.
You're bringing the music. I'm surprised you didn't stop at like the Music Hall of Fame. That kind of stuff.
Yes, but I didn't have enough time. Like, mind you, I had my entire life in my car. So
you didn't want to get robbed.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Yeah,
that's smart.
And so when I first moved to Austin, I was already applying to jobs and different things, and luckily I was in the administrative corporate world here. Like, I had a 9-to-5 job type of thing, and so it helped me, and I got an administrative job there. I was an accountant for a year and a half there.
Did you go to MC here at all? Mm-hmm. So you went to MC for how long?
I went to MC here for a year and a half.
Year and a half, and then went straight.
And then went
Austin.
to ACC, yeah.
Okay. And then what'd you study over there?
Business administration with a specialty in management.
Okay. And then how long did it take you to stop going there and went
3 months.
3 months. Okay.
So 3 months of me being in Austin, I realized I kind of wanted to focus on a different part of my career, which is what I do now.
Let's get into that then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you a quick story so we relate. Yeah. When I went to the military, I did my basic training, did blah, 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 blah. I came back home. I finished my associates at MC, because I went through a year and a half of MC prior to the military. I finished like 2 semesters MC. I got into Maryland. I went to Maryland for a month and a half, 6 weeks, and then I got a government contracting job, which I'm doing now. So I was like, I want to go to school. It's cool. Like, I'm meeting people. I'm hanging out with kids my age, and we're like learning all together. But then I'm like, I'm going to school for the job that I'm trying to get with school. So I was like,
a lot of people have like are mixed about going to school. I don't judge anybody. I just don't fuck with school.
That's cool.
I found a different route.
Okay, then let's get into your what you do, because I really don't know what you do. I label you as a radio DJ.
I think the DMV community that I grew up with here isn't really familiar with what I do, because of a lot of what I do is obviously 1,300 miles away.
Yeah.
So I like to label myself. I'm definitely, let's see, how do I sum myself up? I'm an executive producer of my own media company, launching my own media company, and that has a few different elements. So, if it goes from priority-wise, music is my first priority. So,
you're a rapper, right?
Yeah, I'm a rapper.
So your rapper name is Vick the Titan?
Yeah, well, it's Vick the Titan came from my radio personality, and it just stuck. So a lot of people either call me Vick or Titan Vick, but Vick is like this. Vick is the staple in my name.
I find that so hilarious to me.
Why?
Because like the whole time I knew you here, we just called you Vicky, and then and I saw you when we met at the bar. You just introduced yourself as Vick, and I'm like, that's cool. But then it's like, why? But then you kind of explain yourself because you're like very tomboyish.
Yeah.
So
obviously
Vick.
I'm tomboyish. Obviously, it's like no. But
Lady,
that's another thing though.
lady.
No.
You
But
should go to Thailand.
Right. Yeah. So Bryan met me back in before I did any of my career things. So I was very much. am very much a tom girl. I just have people who do my face now and dress me.
Okay.
But going back to what I do, so so music-wise, I produce myself musically. I don't. I basically handle the studio work by myself, release by myself, promo, all that stuff.
So this is in terms of music, right?
This is in terms of music. Is I produce myself as an artist.
Okay, you're your own music.
Yeah,
but
I do.
Now you're trying to get other people as well.
Not necessarily music-wise. I tried being a music manager for a few artists.
Yeah.
And it's like having a child. Like you're trying to get them to do things, and I just...
They got attitudes.
Not attitudes, but more so like you have to be on your stuff with whatever it is that you do, especially if I'm managing somebody else. I need you to be here at this time. I need you to make these phone calls. I need you to... All these other things that come with being a manager for somebody else, that if they don't want to do it, then I really can't, help you. So that's why music management fell off a little bit, but I do very well with myself. So, so I produce myself as an artist. I also produce marketing, so I dabble a lot into digital marketing. This came about more so this fall, and this is the element that is really the brand for Titan House Productions is my company. And essentially what I do specifically is I manage businesses' social media. So I get paid to do their social online platform promotions, Facebook, Instagram. I create their accounts. I do all of it is try to reach out to the consumer.
How much time consuming is that for you?
That
to handle other people's shit that you don't like.
Social media?
Yeah.
At first it was very... It seemed like a lot of work. I
feel like you do their homework on their...
Yeah,
see what they're doing constantly.
Yeah, well, definitely do your research on them. But essentially, when I'm running their social media, I create a schedule for myself so that I'm not there all day trying to fuss with their social media. I already have planned out what's going to be posted for the day and how often throughout the week. And there's different softwares that I work with. Facebook is one of my favorites because it's automatically in there. But there's this thing where you can previously set the time of posts.
Yeah.
So it just goes up, whatever. But there's other...
So you can do all your work at once rather than, I gotta wait till 5 or whatever.
So there's that. And the third element is cinematography or videography, and this is a lot of fun. I basically shoot commercials or short promotional commercials for these businesses so that they can use in their platforms. My ultimate goal, of course, is to have a television commercial, but essentially I reach out to local businesses there.
How do you feel about television nowadays? Because I'm in the belief that everything is going to like digital media specifically. Like no one's really watching TV. Besides sports.
No, I have to disagree on that.
Yeah?
Everybody's just watching something differently, but I think television is, like, I don't think television is going anywhere anytime soon.
Well, I mean, in terms of production, like TV, like shows will be made, but because of everyone's lack of time and the freedom of, like you could watch stuff on a laptop, on your phone. Like, you don't need to be home to watch whatever you want to watch.
I think the content on TV can be better, but
I agree with that. But
I don't really watch TV like that anyway.
That's my proof.
I don't watch TV like that.
Exactly. So like, you're your own. I don't know.
I watch certain things.
What do you watch?
Shameless is my favorite.
Shameless.
Do you know Shameless is just like Chicago based, and it follows this this urban suburban family full of like shitty issues.
Is that your form of drama?
Yes.
Yeah.
And comedy.
Yeah, name me like a top 5. Like
top 5
stuff you watch.
Stuff I watch? Well, I can definitely watch the John Wick movie over and over again. Like, I don't get tired of watching that.
Really?
John Wick, you have to know. Keanu Reeves?
I know John Wick, but I don't watch it.
Keanu Reeves? Oh, you have to see it. I have
a lot of haters.
You have to see John Wick.
Yeah, a bunch of my Marines, they like, after drill, they went straight to watch a movie. And I'm just like, I'm going home.
I have to be in a specific mood to watch anything. You don't catch me on the couch at all. But let's see, Breaking Bad.
That's old.
But I could definitely rewatch it.
Okay, so you kind of like, you have like a niche of something you like, and you keep watching it again and again.
Breaking Bad, Walking Dead.
Okay, so you like series too.
I like series. Movie-wise, as long as it's like a dramatic, I like dark comedy. Is it raining?
Raining?
Yeah, it is raining.
I don't think so.
It sounds nice outside. Anyways, that's the beer drink.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have you drink.
I only drink one. I was the one who drank the most last night. Happy New Year, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I don't put the date on here, so they don't know.
It's okay. It's a brand new year.
You want to talk about that, don't you? You seem really excited.
I do. I really, really do.
Okay, what happened last night?
Okay, wait. Do you want me to finish about what I do?
We'll go back.
We'll go back into
flashback.
it. But
I was gonna say your top 5. I just want to clarify. It was Shameless, Breaking Bad, Walking Dead.
I do like Fear the Walking Dead.
What is that?
Fear the Walking Dead is the prequel to The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
And it's like how the virus came to spread and all this like really cool stuff.
And then just 4? Would you say 4 things you watch?
I don't really watch like anything else.
Okay, there you go. That's 4.
Yeah.
4 and done. So almost 4 by default. But then go into your 2008 story.
So about last night. So last night was New Year's.
2018. That's what I said.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
I said 2008.
You said 2008. You're stuck in the past.
10 years ago.
Shut up. So last night was freezing. It was like 6 degrees, and I definitely didn't want to go out. And like Maryland. This is the odd bottle about Maryland. It's like it's so cold you can't enjoy the holidays because the holidays are freezing.
I had fun.
I was
outside.
I don't know if I could talk to you like deaf about the details, but okay. So I had to sign a waiver
for
my safety.
Okay.
So I had to sign this waiver.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
We got the address. The address came in yesterday, and
so this is like a random party.
It's not a random party, but
I always wanted to go to one of those.
It's not a random party.
It's good. Keep going.
It's an exclusive party, and I don't know how else to say it.
The best description is never back down.
Yeah. So the dress code was either cocktail or lingerie.
Oh, one of those.
No, it's not. That's what I thought too. I thought that too.
I know what that is.
It's like the closest thing to.
Is that Gaithersburg?
Like what?
Was it in Gaithersburg?
No, it was in DC.
Oh, okay. I know what that is too, though. It's the what is that called?
I don't know, but on the ticket it said gala.
Yeah.
It's a gala on the ticket.
It's the one with the mask. The masquerade party.
Yeah, so I went to a masquerade party. Mind you, I was the only one in line with the mask.
Well, they want to make it look very inconspicuous.
I was so upset because I took my time in choosing this mask.
You're just super hype.
It was my first masquerade ball, my masquerade gala, whatever have you.
Yeah.
But I was excited, you know, I'm going in there naive.
So the biggest question, did you wear the cocktail or the lingerie?
I wore the cocktail dress.
Oh, you're soft.
Hey, I didn't know about mind you, I didn't know about the dress code either.
You just said you knew it.
I didn't know about it until like a few minutes before, yeah. Because it was my friends who invited me.
Okay.
And so, so you go in. I really don't know if I can, I don't know. I didn't read the disclosure form too much, but.
Oh.
Whipped cream was involved.
A lot of sexual.
Bodies on the table were involved.
A lot of sexual things happened.
Not that I can confirm. Not for me personally, but.
I went to one on Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a pretty lit party.
Okay, so you were telling me a story that I can't talk about. Okay, all right.
Well, let's see. I had my New Year. Did you have a New Year's kiss?
I did not.
I had a great New Year's kiss.
With a random?
No, not with the random.
Oh, you had a date?
No, I didn't have a date either. It's complicated. It's for the next show.
Sure. Even though I won't see you probably on the podcast for, I don't know.
I'll be
next
back.
year.
No.
Probably summertime.
No, I'm set to come back. I'm coming back a lot more this year back to town, and I'm really excited about that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And I could tell you a little bit about why, but I'm set to do a lot more projects in the DMV that I want to.
Oh, you gotta.
Finish.
Well, you tell them about it, because I'm thinking of radio. You got a radio with the Fuego radio station.
No. Radio station. No. I know what you're thinking about, but it's not that. This is actually with the marketing side of Titan House Productions, I have a lot of friends, including you, who are independent vendors. And so
I'll fuck with that. Okay.
A big thing that I do is marketing, digital marketing. So I'll be back supporting the local community as much as they support me back. So it has to do a lot with that, but not to give a huge spiel. But I want to work with a lot more of the people that
so you have NDAs right now, non-disclosure agreements with certain companies that you want to work with here, or what?
No, not that big. But
so much just
more so
shout them out. Be like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What?
So you're working with a company here for their social media, blah blah blah.
It's something like that. I want to definitely be more of a brand ambassador for a lot
local stuff here.
There's one vendor in specific that I really do admire here, and man, if you're a sneakerhead, I'm a huge sneakerhead. It's there's so much coming on in the community here. No, Rich Souls.
Rich Soul. I don't even know that.
You won't know it till I come and sprinkle some bedazzle on it.
So you're gonna be the plug for some Yeezys?
No, but Rich Souls is definitely the plug. I'm personally not the plug, but even like you with SumoLifts, I've been seeing this on your social media. I really want this hoodie, so you might not have this when I leave, and I might go missing. Okay. No, and I have my Sumo shirt here.
Yeah, the lady Sumo. It's there, but I don't really push it. But if you want it, it's on the website. SumoLiftsApparel.com.
Push it. Women matter, okay?
No, I'm not.
Women matter.
I'm not saying you guys don't.
Okay.
I'm just saying that I just don't have a lot of female interest.
You'd have a lot more female interest if you were in Austin. I need you to come to Austin. Austin's amazing. Austin's super awesome.
I told you this the other day. I feel like this is the movie Friends with Benefits, and you're just what's that, Mila?
Mila? I wish I looked like Mila.
I'm not saying you look like her. I'm just saying how she got him.
Not saying I look like her.
You don't. Yeah.
I don't. Thank you. Thanks.
I'm just honest.
Thanks.
I don't look like Justin Timberlake.
Thanks. No, you don't. No, the fuck you don't.
It's true. I would like to sing like him and dance like him, but I'm working on it. I'm taking some classes and shit.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get more into your shit. Your radio stuff. Your radio stuff. How did you get into the radio up there? Because you had no
No, I didn't
idea
know
coming down there.
anybody. I didn't
Right.
know anybody going into that city. And so when I first moved there, within a month or two, I looked into a studio to record with. And
Do you have a studio out here?
I don't have a studio out here, but I do have friends who are engineers out here. Because I didn't really start. I didn't start professionally pushing the music until I got to Texas. But within the 2 months of being in Austin, I found WBM Pro Radio or Black Marigold Pro Studios, who the studio head actually is from the DMV. He's actually here in the DMV during the holiday, so shout out to KB. And
I'll put it in the description somewhere.
but
information.
But they had me on an interview around the fall time of 2016, and I clicked really well, like about a year.
Okay.
And I clicked really well with the host, and they needed a female element, and I was the dope girl in the city, and I took off with it. Austin is most definitely the live music city capital of the world. So there's shit going on all the time. There's always shows, always, every day. There's never nothing going on in the city.
So like that's over, like Tennessee, the Miamis, the California.
Definitely, if you're saying like hip hop wise, like there or any type of music rock wise, any venue that you can go like that you're going by, they have some sort of live music going on sometime of the week. And of course, South by Southwest is a staple there. Do you know South by South?
I just know. I don't explain more to me about it. I just hear a lot of like
talk
clouds.
Yeah,
people out there.
So South by Southwest is an opportunity for local artists or well-known artists or up-and-coming artists, whatever have you, as well as filmmakers, anybody in any type of industry that wants to have like keynote conferences and such. And essentially, it's a 2-week festival where literally from like 11 in the morning to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning the next day.
That's cool.
And there's something going on in the city. There's a bunch, like basically the whole city participates in this festival, and there's...
So it's like an entrepreneur version of a rave.
Yes, if you want, but also of course like with music too, like hip hop, like it's hip hop shows going on all the time, rock shows going on all the time. There's all different types of shit going on all the time.
So
big
you're very
artists.
Entertained.
Yeah, and it depends how you approach South by, that determines your success. So if you're an artist, specifically if you're an artist, because this is what I focus on, and you're just performing at South by Southwest and you're just promoting it as a performance there, like, no, you're going to have a cool-ass performance, cool, but the point of it is to meet people, to network, to meet other artists, meet other managers, other producers, everybody else, because that's how you build your web of
friends.
Of networking.
Plugs.
Of plugs.
Okay. It got me to two things, two different things. One thing you told me the other day was Paul Wall. You said he was whack.
Damn, how you gonna
Hold
put
on.
me? You know what? You can't put me out there like that. Yeah.
Wait. I'm gonna just put that out there. And the other one was like, damn, see, I already forgot it. So I gotta speak fast. Shyness. But then, all right, go on, Paul Wall.
So it's not that I. Okay. Damn it, Brian! You put me on the spot. You know I'm gonna be surrounded by Texans. Okay, so.
Hey, the truth is the truth.
So Paul Wall. Exposed, yeah. So this is raw and unfiltered. Paul Wall was basically my first major interview, if you want to say it that way.
You interviewed him?
I interviewed him. He was having a show in downtown Austin, and the radio station that I was working with was set to cover the show for media. Now, the venue has 2 stages, one outside and one inside. Paul was outside. And a good friend of mine that he's a local artist in Austin from Atlanta, he was performing right before Paul Wall, like in the other stage that was inside. And his name is Bankro, and he's one of my favorite artists that I know personally, that I could really say I support. Just his music's always awesome. And the crowd that he brought together in that venue was a lot bigger and more hype than Paul Wall. And I don't know, man, I can't remember the last time I heard a Paul Wall song. But I don't want to damn it.
So are you saying, were you just really saying that he just wasn't as hype as a local artist?
I just think his hype is over.
Oh, okay. So no, he's not really whack. He's just like
I think
he
his hype
lost.
is over.
Okay, that's a different story. Okay, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
Not
It's
bad at
just
all.
this is gonna come back. Damn, this is gonna come back to bite me in the ass.
Not
But he
really.
was a great person to talk to. I mean, of course, interviewing him was really cool. He's a really nice person. He rocked heavy with everybody that was there, and
So he's a cool guy.
he's a cool guy.
Yeah. He's just not as hot as he used to be. Yeah, you can just say that.
Yeah. I've actually had a lot of really cool celebrity encounters, and just like people that I thought would fangirl. Sometimes I have to control my fangirlness.
I can see, like, just here, like, you're kind of spazzy. And
Yeah.
you're just on a
I'm just naturally spazzy.
very small podcast.
But
Hey, let me get into that.
Yeah.
Who like, I remember you said you had you like admire certain people in the industry, or like you always wanted to meet certain celebrities.
yeah,
Who would you say like are your big ones?
if I want to, like, waiting to meet them,
Yeah,
I definitely want to meet. I don't know if you're gonna know who I'm talking about. Absol.
that sounds very familiar.
Absol is from TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, and he rocks with Kendrick Lamar's clique and Schoolboy Q
yeah,
before the Come Up. And he's an amazing artist, a woke rapper, if you want to say.
Okay.
Somebody else that I really admire. I do admire him, but I told you this. I'm gonna marry Bad Bunny. For those of you who don't know who that is, Bad Bunny, I'm gonna marry him. But that's a different story.
I want to say, why do you like him specifically?
Specifically, he's the biggest in the Spanish Latin trap scene, the Spanish hip hop scene.
Yeah.
And he literally blew up from day to night. And he basically is your typical started from the bottom life, and his style of fashion is completely insane. It's awesome.
I was going to get into that. I did my
Have
homework.
you seen it?
I did my homework right before you came in.
Some people go on him, but I think
He's
his
like-
fashion style is awesome.
80s. I want to say 80s style. Like he wears it's almost like the bell bottoms type of pants, the parachute. Like his jeans like aren't
He's
tapered.
definitely Gucci gang.
I mean, all right, yeah. So like,
He has like a boat. Like he has different seasons for it. So this summer he had a lot of like boat fashion. So shorts, the collar shirts. I am definitely inspired by his clothing type, like how he dresses.
he looks like an MC Hammer type shirt type of
Hey,
thing.
hey.
But I mean, if you like that, that's what you like. You like
But-
classics.
But he's very
Fashion evolves.
Yeah, he's very influential in the Latino community, specifically just because he started a whole new genre of. Are you familiar with trap?
Yeah.
You know what trap is?
Yeah.
Do you know? So, do you know the difference between trap and hip hop?
No, I don't know that specific.
So with trap, and a lot of people can argue with this, but this is my definition of trap. Trap is a type of lifestyle, and it's a matter of
Like hustler.
like a street hustler.
Yeah.
And it's very
Like the old school TI type of shit. You say?
yeah, almost with a little bit more explicitness.
Yeah,
a lot more explicitness.
Right.
Especially if you're talking about Latinos, is very explicit.
And he's from Puerto Rico, right?
He's from Puerto Rico, and before trap Latino or Latin trap, in Hispanics, it was a lot of reggaeton, so it had a lot of like Caribbean like feel of hip hop, and you want to like just Caribbean vibe.
Yeah.
But now with trap Latino, it's very hard like 808 drums, a lot of trap hip hop rap shit, and it rocked the Latino community, and so he's the start of a new genre. Him, Anuel. All these people that I mean, you fuck heavy with the Latino music scene. I'm surprised if you don't know like some of these, but or you just like the Latinas. I don't know.
It's a little bit of both. No, so when I started,
It's the Latinas. Why do you like Latinas?
why? I think I already told you. Like I just like drama. Like I like controlled drama.
Controlled drama.
Like,
I don't think all Latinos are. I don't know.
I think all women are drama. So
I think all women are crazy. I think all women are some type of crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't think like it's. I don't think that any specific element is specific to a specific like race or something.
Well, I just like more like feistiness. 'Cause I kind of updated it around, and
I can definitely say I'm very like territorial.
yes, I guess that's what it is. that territory about like if you have a man, that's your man.
He's mine, bitch. He's mine. It's like, no, I would never do that. I don't fuss over, like, I don't fuss at other people over guys. I don't do that.
Okay. If you say it like that, that's fine.
Like, I don't chase at all.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really going to refute because I don't really know your background on.
You're not my dad.
Yeah, I'm not going to get there. Like, no way. I'm not about that. Damn. I was going to go into the shyness. Like, I feel like when you were here, I guess it probably was the growth process. You weren't as outgoing as I feel like you are now. Like, I feel like you said, you had to hold back your fangirl to certain celebrities, but then like
no,
you were always like this.
No, well, I wanted to be like this, and to not to like get really too into it, but
hey, it's a platform, you can talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. I was in a relationship where I wasn't doing anything, and I was just like always home, and
when you were
like
here, or
yeah, when I was here, and like they never wanted to do anything. They were like super boring, and
I think you're just looking at the wrong places.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Going out for a drink is not a wrong place.
Well, it's the different people you approach. That's what I found.
Anyways, mind you to say, I've always been a super dope chick. I've always wanted to do like.
So you always wanted
stuff.
to do these things, but you just never really unleashed.
No, because I was always thinking about other people. I was always thinking about trying to make other people happy, and it's not about that.
I like that. I like where it's going right now. So, what have you learned from then till now? Like, would you have like a message that you've learned from the process?
Oh yeah.
What would that be?
From a year and a half ago till now is do everything that you want to do as long as you have the best intention of it for yourself. As long as you're not trying to F someone over or get over somebody else or whatever have you. If you want to like accomplish anything that you want in your life and you're too scared to take that first step because you're scared that somebody's going to get mad or someone's going to get upset or someone's not going to agree to it, like F them, go ahead and do it. That's my message. Because the only thing that's going to make you regret is yourself.
Cool.
Is you not doing what you want to do.
I definitely have a similar philosophy to that. And it was like, you can never help someone unless you help yourself first. Like, if you know you have some type of issue, some type of problem, there's no way you can help another person before helping yourself.
I agree.
Yeah. So, that makes sense. Like, as long as you don't mess up anybody, you can get into their lives. But I always felt like you can never get into a relationship until, I mean, you can, and like learn from each other. But I always thought like the real truth of getting into relationships at a young age is like, that's the build up. So you find like your wifey or your husband, whatever type of thing.
Yeah,
no? It's like that Drake song, Practice. No.
Yeah,
you know
I understand what you're saying. I think,
what do you think
but
about
there's also like there's also a good phase in being, I don't want to say alone because that's such like a depressing word, but being single is definitely okay. And I'm learning that this is the longest I've been single.
Well, no, actually, I agree with that.
But like on my previous relationship is a build up to the person that you are now. Yeah.
Right. Like I'm not saying like that's what I was kind of saying with the you can't help someone else before you help yourself. So once you're okay with being with yourself, like alone with yourself, then you can truly figure out who you are, and then you can really show that off.
I struggled with that.
Yeah.
I thought that I always had to be around my friends. I thought that I always had to have a boyfriend. I thought that I always had to like just consistently be around people to not feel bored or not feel depressed or whatever have you.
Right.
And it's actually the opposite. Now I really very much enjoy my alone time.
Because now you're just working.
Because now I don't get it.
Your work time is trying to talk to people, and then now you just want the opposite.
Yeah, and my relaxation time. My relaxation time. My relaxation time
you're
is...
a DJ. What's that?
That's my DJ coming in. Impromptu. But yeah.
What are you doing in your downtime now?
My downtime? Sheesh, if I have downtime.
If you have downtime.
I schedule my day out, if that makes sense. So I get things done that I need to get done. So gym is a huge thing for me. And I do that first thing in the morning of my day so I can get it over with.
I would do that too. But I want to sleep a little bit more. That's just me.
That's the sacrifices that I take?
Yeah. Okay.
My downtime, consists of a lot of research and a lot of handwriting.
So it's not really downtime for you.
It's not
It's just
downtime.
not
It's like a
communicating with
creative
others.
time. Yeah, it's a creative time for me.
Okay.
I have an Okay, so this is what I have. Damn it, and I wish I would have brought it today, but I didn't even think about it.
What you got?
I'm on vacation, okay? I'm on vacation.
Chill out.
Yeah.
Chill out.
So I have a business entrepreneurship book bag.
Explain that to me.
So
what do you have in there?
This is everything in my life. I always have a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
I always have a few pens, my iPad, a phone charger, headphones. Always have headphones. Always have your phone charger. I always have like a snack.
Okay. Don't go hungry.
Don't go hungry. Coconut water, if possible. But those are my main like things, and I always carry it around with me everywhere I go.
Survival bag, kind of.
It's my entrepreneurship survival bag. Business cards. I always have a stack of business cards, and my calendar, my planner.
So how do you feel about people who work like a regular 9 to 5? Like, is this not for you, or are you more like you want everyone to feel this feeling that you feel of being a more take control of your life, entrepreneur type of shit?
If we're being honest, I feel bad for you if you have a 9 to 5.
Okay, that's perspective.
And I'm only saying that I feel bad for you because I believe, well, I know that I have a great freedom over my life that a lot of people wish to have, and that's like a creative freedom. Like, imagine being able to be happy every single day of your life because you love what you do. That's me.
Okay, I guess I'm on the side where I'm on the fence, where I can speak another perspective, because I still do my 7 to 4.
I have a different perspective on it in terms of I have a goal, and I can only put it in my perspective because this is the only way that I can view it. Mm-hmm. I have a career goal, and of course, I need to have some sort of income in order to fuel this.
Right.
And instead of having I did a 9 to 5. I was 9 to 5 for since I started working up till I stopped in October, and I decided that it was taking up way too much of my time. It was taking up way too much of my mental energy. I didn't have time to do any of the things that I wanted to do. I was falling behind, and I just wasn't with that. I was letting go of my dreams so that I could live paycheck to paycheck or fuel what is being delayed. And so I decided to get a part-time job, and the part-time job that I have allows me to work on my own things while I'm there. And I can, you know what I mean? Like, but this is all me being resourceful. This is me taking the steps to have this job that allows me to work on my own career. You see how everything just builds up?
Yeah.
But I very much could go back to 9 to 5 and make a little bit more money so that it could sustain me longer. But I have my vision is way farther than right now.
Can you talk about your vision? Like, are you the type to like? I don't like talking about my goals until I get there.
No.
What do you want to happen?
Essentially, long term, I want to be able to be a reputable executive producer for short films and commercials, and have a commercial of mine played in Super Bowl or Victoria's Secret fashion shows. And that's my ultimate goal is to be the go-to so that people are like, oh, hey, she's very creative. And so this is also with the promotion, like video promotion wise. I allow my team to have some sort of creative input in it, but a big thing that I do is concept planning or
so you're more like an advisor,
a director, like a director and screenwriter.
Okay,
and that's just like how I think this product is going to work for this business. That's where my like intel comes in, and that's what makes me valuable to the client is my it's what's like all up in here. And so
something that can't be automated through a machine.
Yeah, and it's storytelling. I'm a great storyteller, and that's essentially my overall look in life is I can tell stories through lyrics, or I can tell stories through video, or whatever. And I think that people are just they limit themselves to just one thing. Like, I can only have this one job for the rest of my life. Like, no, I want to do a whole bunch of like.
So, like, kind of your message, like, be open-minded.
Yeah, don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself.
Open all the doors that are available to you. To see
you
what
can
you
have
like.
everything that you want if you
taste the rainbow.
Now you're
Hey.
just being fat. But yeah, I don't. If I had any type of message for anybody, is don't limit yourself
Okay.
and go after everything that you want. It's not crazy.
I respect that. I respect that.
crazy.
Do you have anyone that you look up to in terms of like your mentorship and try to do what you do, or you kind of just like you're tasting whatever's available to you? Like, do you just like what I just said, open the doors that are available to
Yeah, I have people that I look up to in terms of how they've taught me different lessons, like life lessons, and how to deal with people in general and communicate better.
No.
But in terms of aspirations, like who I aspire to be, I don't aspire to be like anybody. I aspire to have maybe their characteristics of discipline of always, getting your work done and whatever have you, but I want to be very unique.
Okay.
I don't want to be like anybody else.
So, like, but speaking on the people, you said you do have people that you talk to to advise you on like what you should do next, type of thing, or
for like making business decisions, yeah, or just going through like a editing process or a creative process. If they give me my input, like maybe you should try editing this type of way or filming this type of way, but never do I ever, if they start telling me like maybe you should shoot scenes this way or maybe you should edit like
you have your own vision and you want to keep it that way.
Then I'll cut them off. I'll completely cut them off. Be like, no, I'm gonna do it my way.
Okay.
Because then they're influencing your
Vision.
Your vision.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me see if I can clarify this question a little bit better. I'm more thinking like, is there someone like for me? Like me being in the military, I would have to have, like, it takes a certain person to get like the courage out of you in terms of like leading others. Or do you have a lot of people that you have to actually lead? Like, do you have people who work under you? Or do you kind of do everything on your own right now?
At this point, I tried to do everything on my own earlier this year, and that actually like completely bit me in the ass.
Yeah.
I cannot do everything alone. I can't do it. I definitely like.
I was really thinking about the concept. Have you learned like in order to create something bigger than yourself, you need to work with other people?
That's stuff. I can definitely agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
for
like,
sure.
who, or like try to explain to me your process. How did you learn that, or like did you kind of have to get bite in the ass?
No. So with me, I tried to put on. So with other projects that I did, I initially tried to put on shows all by myself and control every aspect of it.
So you like acted in the show, you produced it, you directed it.
I essentially wanted complete like it's almost like not like a power like rage, but it's almost like I control everything about this, so I need to oversee and supervise everything, and everything has to be the way that I need it to be.
Right.
And each time that I would do that, it would fail. Nobody would come to the show, or it wasn't as hype as I thought it would be, or something would just go crazily wrong. And I took a step back and sort of
Kind of like detached. And like look from another point of view.
Mm-hmm. And I looked at other people, what they were doing is, what is everybody else doing differently that I'm not? Like, I didn't understand it.
That's what I want to get to.
I couldn't understand what was working for them that wasn't working for me.
Who did you look at specifically to figure out what you need to do?
Honestly, I looked at talk shows. I looked at things that I grew up watching, and just how do these crews work together? Like what
specifically? What shows were you watching?
Specifically, I was watching like Jimmy Fallon.
Okay, yeah, I love Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon, SNL.
Do you like the other guy? Oh, damn.
Jimmy Kimmel?
No, the carpool karaoke guy.
Oh, I don't know who that is, but I know who that is.
The English guy.
I don't know who that is.
All right.
But I know I've seen it. But yeah, I wasn't understanding. I didn't get it. And I took a step back and I saw that they were working with a lot. It was more than just them working. They had somebody for each
department,
sector of whatever it is they were planning, and they worked so well together. And it's like, it's not about having all the control. It's about knowing how to like be a great leader, delegate, and be a great leader and share knowledge and be willing to receive knowledge too.
Right.
And so then I produced my first show. Which actually is probably one of my top 5 accomplishments of my life.
Where can I see it, find it?
This is a live show. This was a live production show, and I put it together on October 1st in downtown Austin. And essentially, it was at Vulcan Gas Company, and it's a nightclub on 36th Street, which is a main street in downtown for nightlife. Mm-hmm. And it was a Sunday night, and I can honestly tell you with truth that I knew people were doubting me, and I felt
got
like
the haters.
Not even the haters, just like it's Sunday night. It's Sunday night. Are you really sure that people are gonna come out? And in my mind, there's no way that this was not gonna be a great show. Right. I had a great shout out to Brittany Givens, and she handled the models. They were models.
I don't know.
They were models.
Okay.
No,
You want me to come down there and meet the models?
No.
Okay.
Not anymore, Bryan.
All right.
No, all the models, everybody that was involved, all the models that were involved, they were freelance, and I really, I didn't make the show about me at all. I made it all about them. Yeah. And I made them the highlight of the show, and although it was a Titan House production show, it was for them, by them, everything was planned by them.
That, I kind of want to just reestablish what I said. You can't help another until you help yourself. Mm-hmm. You were pretty down pat. You had your schedules on point. Mm-hmm. You knew what you were going to do. You know what time. You know everything that was going to happen. So therefore, you could focus on the other people. You could really focus on the cast or focus on other people. You know what I mean?
I let go of responsibilities, and that was really hard for me to do. You
can let other people flow. Yeah,
I let other people flow, but as long as the communication is strong. That's why I believe that it was a great show, and the team that I was working on with that show, they were all amazing, and they were all great, and they all had their own form of support system. That it was a great show. I really wish you were there. There's gonna be another one. Dun, 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 dun.
Anytime soon?
Definitely within. I want to do it at least by summertime, but it was a show that a lot of people really enjoyed just because of the concept about it.
So in terms of the show, what do you think? I guess around here, you've been to 930 Club, type of stuff like that. It would be more like a concert type of thing, or kind of like a club event.
It's sort of everything
like
mixed
Echo Stage
in.
Type of shit.
So this show in particular was a fashion club music show.
So it was like a runway.
It was a runway, and there was
music
performances.
In the background.
Mm-hmm, there was a DJ J-Ro, and
so you would think of the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Basically.
Yeah, I performed.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I performed at my own show. That was.
Oh, I'm thinking you performed at the Victoria's Secret. I'm like,
I freaking wish. I wish. But no, I performed for
we'd get really close if you did the Victoria's Secret stuff. We'd be like, hey, we should hang out some more.
Gosh. Invite your coworkers. Go to happy hour.
Yeah.
No. But I incorporated. Why am I so tongue twisted? It's the beer. It's the one beer. But I incorporated the Latino. I did.
Okay.
I incorporated the Latino music scene into that show as well, and I was really happy with that. Because a lot of the focus in Austin is for the English side, and so me being a Latina, I definitely wanted to bring in the Latin artist.
I honestly, I assume Texas in general is very Latin for some reason because it's coast of Mexico.
Yes and no. Yeah. Yes and
really?
no. There's certain cities that are a lot more focused on different demographics. I just think it depends on who you run with and what you notice more. There's definitely a lot of tacos. It's a lot of tacos. Tacos is a staple.
That's cool. So, here in Montgomery County, we are, I want to say majority Latin. Majority Salvadorian.
Majority is Salvadorian. Yeah. Everybody that I met there is like, oh, where are you from? I'm like, I'm Hispanic. Oh, so you're Mexican? No, I'm not Mexican.
So what's the demographic? What's the majority there?
Mexican. I run with a lot of Puerto Ricans,
I like them.
Cubans.
I like them too.
But a lot of Mexicans. Nothing wrong. I like Mexicans. I just don't like when people automatically assume I'm Mexican just because I'm Latina, though. There's other countries that are Hispanic.
Yeah, I'm definitely about to hang out with you. I'm about to make a trip to Austin real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Is there anything that you want to highlight other than what you've been talking for the past whatever time?
I mean, it just depends on what The food there is a lot better. No, like, disrespect to the DMV. They don't fuck with go-go.
That's a DC thing.
Yeah.
And it's more like a black thing, to be honest.
I have to disagree with that. I think it's more of a DC thing. But I put it on the street the other day, and they're like,
here?
No, over there. And they're just
because they never heard it.
They honestly don't know what the hell it is.
Like, do you listen to Baltimore Club?
No.
Exactly. And Baltimore is like 45 minutes away from us.
True. Why do you have Reese's in your cup? I was like, that's an interesting book, and I was like, oh wait, it's a cereal box.
I like Reese's Puffs cereal. Quick note: anybody want to send me some Reese's?
Yeah,
sponsors.
Reese's.
Reese's Puff cereal. I want to talk about rapping, to be honest.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, what inspires you to make your raps?
I struggled with finding myself a lot in the past year.
So it was like an outlet for you?
It was definitely very much an outlet. In the beginning, I tried to be like a cookie cutter artist, knowing exactly what to write. Like Do
you think of yourself as like a linguist, like someone who's like a lyrical genius type of thing?
No, by no means do I think I'm not a lyrical genius, but I think...
like, do you spend time like looking in the dictionary to find out like synonyms and rhymes? I think that's fucking awesome. The people who do that, to be honest.
No, what I do, I actually write
just through flow.
Yeah, I
like
write.
You hear a beat and then you kind of just roll with it.
So what I do to practice my my mental vocabulary is I write for 30 minutes, 3 pages, just free flow, like not even just. I continuously write.
So without like stanzas.
Without anything, yeah, and just like everything that pops into my mind. But in terms of rapping wise, I was very much introverted with my emotions before music.
You were more like you were very guarded, kind of say.
Yeah, and I didn't like to talk about anything that I was going through. I still don't.
Because honestly, I didn't know that you rapped until you until you left.
Yeah. So, but that's the thing is that I never really put it out there, and I only started rapping because it was easy for me to talk about my emotions to a mic or to a piece of paper rather than to talk about it with another person. I just felt like no one really understands. Like it's
called esocentric.
Really?
Or esoteric. Sorry.
Esoteric.
Yeah, it just means like talking about something that not a lot of people know how to talk about. Like esoteric motivation is like what like you and I would talk about the feeling that we get in the gym.
Yeah.
Like you and I, we clearly know what it is, but if you tell it to someone like
they just not into fitness,
yeah, they wouldn't get it.
So I didn't want to bother people with like my feelings or my issues. I just figured that not one person is going to care.
Yeah.
And so I just started producing music or making music, and then at that point it's like the people who wanted to listened, and then who fucks with me because I.
Then you realize you connected with people in a certain way.
Yeah.
That, like you weren't alone.
Yeah, and it was really cool to see. It was really cool to see people actually support me.
Yeah.
At first, I sort of like went into it alone, like I'm gonna do this, and I'm not gonna care about haters. But when people actually support you and they're like rooting you on, that's really cool. Like I love the messages that I get. I love them. It's very uplifting and motivating. And it's just weird. I think when I first got my first messages that people were like rooting for me and I didn't really know them.
Yeah.
I felt really weird.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to take it except for like I couldn't help but to smile because like they don't know me,
right.
But they see what I'm doing. So that was really cool. Of course, I don't really encounter haters.
What do you rap about? Because I don't know like your whole.
The whole thing?
Collection of work.
My collection of work.
Yeah.
I've released a few music, but I actually haven't published it. I haven't
Publicly.
left one
like
that
SoundCloud.
I really like.
You haven't put it on anything like that?
I have. SoundCloud is my opening platform, but it's not one that I'm going to stick with for a while. SoundCloud is really good for beginning artists because you can sort of control what is published and what isn't.
Yeah.
Once things are like in Spotify and iTunes, like okay, people are buying it now, and it has a lot more
downloads stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
It has a lot more
power
background to it. Yeah, SoundCloud is basically is a beginner's blessing.
It's an open forum.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a Reddit type of thing.
Yeah, when I first started rapping, I rapped a lot about just like dumb shit. First, it was like dumb shit. It was a lot of like relationships, and I haven't really been in a relationship like that. So
that really confuses me. So you rap. Well, so you just like your first feels of getting into a relationship.
Yeah.
Since you haven't been through like a lot, like this is just my emotions.
This is just what I know. Like my emotions, what I know.
Okay.
Now I definitely rap about my my confidence and just being like a really confident woman. And
are you like a battle rapper type of like?
Oh,
I'm a super boss bitch. Blah,
I
blah,
fucking
blah.
wish. No, I don't. I'm not a battle rapper, but I'm a strong performer.
Okay.
So what that means is
how many performances have you done? Like how many gigs, whatever type of things you've done? How many times have you performed in front of like a group of people?
Quite a bit.
Really?
In Austin, it's a lot easier to book it. In Austin, it's a lot easier to get on a stage, and it's a lot more easier when you put yourself on a stage. So put yourself on 2018. That I'm definitely all for that.
It's just funny to me, like the people that I've like found myself really relating to this past year. It's just like because I feel like I'm the same way. The introverted people who kind of like force themselves to get out of their comfort zone to like be extroverted, but deep down they're like, I just really want to be.
Oh, I'm very introverted.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I see that. I can see that from like back in the day.
I'm very introverted, but I'm a very sociable person.
You're very personable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So I get that a lot too as a trainer.
Yeah, I don't really catch attitudes with people. When I first meet them, I'm not about that. I give people a chance.
I just don't think you see it though. I don't know. You catch attitude. Honestly, I personally think it's the Latino part, but that's just me.
I don't think so.
Because I catch that a lot, and they're like, "Oh, that's special."
What people think is weird about me is that everywhere that I go, any event that I'm at, is I will talk to everybody in the room.
Okay.
And it's not like an awkward conversation. I just ease into it.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I can make conversation with people easily. I try to find like a relation.
I should give an example of us at the bar and talking to the lady bartender.
Oh yeah.
That was fire. Like that's something I would say back in the day.
So we went out for a drink a few days ago. And I don't even know what came about, but she had really cool hair. And if somebody has really cool hair, well, why not tell them that they have really cool hair?
Yeah, and she just went straight up like,
and
you
I was
should
like,
be a model.
You should be a model. You have really cool hair. She's like, oh my God. Shout out to Elena. I remember that's her name.
Oh, shit. And you remember her name?
Elena.
I was going to say that's a female trait, but like, I should remember girls' names.
Oh, shit, you remember her name. You should learn that, Bryan.
Hey, I didn't say that to her. She didn't tell me her name. I just happened to be next to you, so I overheard.
But it's like, I just don't understand why people go out to like, different places and everybody's just focused on like the one click that they're doing, or like whatever the one thing that is, they're so focused on doing it. And so why not just go out and meet new people or meet new friends, and you never know who they might be.
It's true.
You never know who you're going to run into.
I personally believe that as well.
Yeah.
So, could you say you were always like that?
No. I was always very nice in terms of, but in terms of putting myself out there to make others feel better, I didn't start doing that until this year. And that's when I just stopped. I stopped caring.
Could you say like a tip or something that happened that allowed you to do that? Like, was it like a certain, like, boom, like you just knew?
Yeah, it's sort of like a switch for me. I have no fear of talking to anybody because there's nothing that they can do or say that's going to get to me. The worst thing that they could do is just be like, I don't want to talk, or like look at you like, I don't want to talk to you. Okay, cool.
Right. On to the next one.
Yeah, on to the next one. And I promise you, the next person is going to be like, wow, this girl is really cool.
Yeah. So you kind of just like develop your self-confidence.
Yeah. And that's everything about me is my self-confidence, is the fact that I literally do everything that I want, and I don't I'm not afraid of repercussions. I don't
know how you feel about that, or I mean, how I feel about you saying that.
Why? Talk to me.
Because like, you don't fear repercussions, or you don't fear about, what's the word? You know you have good morals, so whatever decision you make, it's going to be a good one. Okay, yeah.
I like that better.
Because in terms of repercussion, I don't care about repercussion. If I steal a car,
okay,
I'll be all right.
No.
So you gotta balance your decisions. Hopefully you have good morals.
Yeah, I can honestly say that I don't ever go into or make a decision trying to harm somebody else.
Right.
And therefore, because it's not about somebody else, it's only about me, is what I only care about. And nothing that anybody says or does should influence your thoughts about anything that you do.
Like you're your own individual. You should be able to make your own decisions.
I do whatever the hell I want.
Okay. Something I really like to get into too is like parenting. Like,
okay,
do you always felt like you what's the word? I don't know. That you would have like a good support system at home? Like they allowed you to do certain things, or they kind of like taught you the good morals that you have? I grew
up with really strict parents.
Okay, that's good.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I grew up with really strict parents, and so I was always very sheltered. I wasn't allowed to really do a lot of things. I'd sneak out and go hang out with this guy and Miguel and Josh.
Hey, hold on.
But I have to say, because they were so adamant about not always like going boy after boy after boy, going boy crazy, or not spending all my money in one place, like because they were always on top of that with me, it sort of shaped my mentality of like, okay, that isn't everything.
Right.
So because I know a lot of my peers who are boy crazy and they can't live without a boyfriend, and it's like, what, are you kidding me? I used to be like that, and now I'm like, oh hell yeah, I love my single life.
Okay. That's been a ongoing theme with all of my guests recently, and I think it's not really they were like super strict, or like I guess the next question I'll ask is that they thank their parents for the person that they are today.
I thank my parents. I know they love me, and it's not that I don't think about them when I make decisions, but I think about the fact that it's the life that I'm living and not the life that they're living. Right.
But then they support you still, regardless.
They support me as long as I'm not being like, reckless, as long as I'm not involved in any as long as I'm not involved in illegal activity.
Yeah.
They really trust me completely with everything that I do.
Okay, yeah. So all right, that trust. Yeah. Trust is a hard thing to teach.
They trust that my morals are in the right place.
Because you always had you had a certain connection with your parents, with either you trusted them, they trusted you. You never had that.
I was a rebel in terms of I rebelled a lot when I was like 16, 17. I'd skip school, and but I never was like.
But you were never like.
I was never like super crazy.
You never went to go hood shit just to do hood shit, yeah.
No, the hood shit came after.
It was kind of like you just testing the grounds. Like you wanted to taste everything, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People. I grew up with people thinking that I was like this really innocent, really like girly, like just into myself, but I
thought you were a nerd with glasses.
Well, I was a nerd. I was a nerd. I was a nerd. I'm still a nerd.
You're a nerd with glasses.
Yeah, I was a nerd with glasses.
Oh, I want to get into that too. All right, keep going.
But the things that I've done, like I didn't do them just to be stupid with it. There was a reason for me to. There was a reason for me to push. There was a reason for me to do the things that I was doing, and now I'm here. And
like test your boundaries.
Yeah.
See the things that you really could do.
Yeah. I don't condone or endorse anything, though. I'm not saying anything.
You endorse.
I plead the fifth.
You endorse doing what you want to do.
And
go all in. It's not really what you're passionate about, but stuff like what you're.
Do what you need to do to get to the next level.
Right. To get to your goals. Have a goal and be able to go all in and just never stop at no.
Yeah.
Even though that may be not the correct wording.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, the next question I was going to ask, like, could you name the 5 closest people to you? Like, say in the average of a week, who would they be?
Yeah, 5 closest people to me is my sister, my older sister Myra, my best friend Saran, my best friend Yesenia, and my videographer director, whose name is Raphael in Austin, and my mama. But my mama, of course, she's by default.
Yeah, that works. So
But,
could you explain like everyone? So Myra, what does Myra do right now? Like something to work.
Myra works for the federal government.
Myra is like your.
Myra is
like
my
mom too.
Yeah. Oh man.
She's kind of like your mentor, kind of like role model.
Yeah, Myra's my older sister, and now that she's turned into a mom, she's very much like that maternal.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah, and then she's very much like my role model, like my second maternal role model. She definitely keeps me in check and reminds me to value
certain things.
Yeah, to value.
She's very wholesome. She's like really religious too, right?
No.
Maybe I was wrong. Okay.
No.
Sorry.
She's the opposite. She's completely the opposite.
I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
But she's really wholesome, and she makes mom decisions and makes you kind of rethink.
Yeah, she gets me back into check.
Okay.
My best friend Saran has been my best friend since we were freshmen in college.
Okay.
And she's the best friend that every girl has in terms of just like.
She's like your right-hand woman?
She is my soul sister. If we're going to get into this, she's very much my soul sister. She's, we think about, like, we have the same thoughts before even thinking about it. She's my best friend. She's my best friend, yeah.
What does she do, like nowadays? Like,
she's in school. She's about to graduate, and so I'm very happy for her. And she works as an administrative role in the office.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yesenia, she was a recent best friend of mine within the last 2 years.
That's awesome.
No, this is in Maryland, okay. And she's. I don't want to say she replaces Myra as a big sister, but she definitely has a more wiser outlook on things. And
is she older than you?
Yeah, she's a few years older than me.
Okay.
She's late 20s, but she's an older best friend in terms of like a sister role type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like a second sister. I love her.
Okay.
And then
your videographer.
Yeah, my videographer Raphael is the reason that I have a completely different perspective on life in terms of just spiritual wise. Yeah, spirituality.
Free thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Open-mindedness.
Yep, I'm very much more creative and I'm very much more considerate of others because of him. And I approach everybody. He's the reason that I approach people with respect and dignity and all that such.
Okay.
And then my mama. And then my mama.
Your mom is
who,
your
by
mom.
the way, doesn't know anything about what I do. Is that weird?
Kind of.
Yeah, my parents. My stepdad is. I honestly don't think my stepdad would care, but my mom doesn't know about the things that I do, and she probably watch this and be like, "Oh, well, that makes sense." Put two and two together.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know because, and this stems from my ethnicity. Is my parents are foreign.
Yeah.
I'm a daughter of immigrants, and the way the way
they think of school.
Yeah, they think
school
of school
is success.
First, and how dare you tell them anything that you have nothing to prove for.
Right.
And so I'm waiting for the moment for me to
get big and hey, look, I actually made it.
I want to have some sort of something to show my mom before I can show her. She does know that I am a journalist. So I recently became a journalist for A Night Out in Austin. And that is a media platform in the city that's been around for almost 8 years. And I'll be reviewing their events. I'll be reviewing events in the city, restaurants, shows, basically anything and everything in the city. And I also have a creative freedom with it, so I can do a column. So it's going to be a weekly newsletter on the website. And I also have a segment that's called Tips by Vick. And you can send me questions or anonymous. So
like a Dear Abby type of thing?
Yeah, like a Dear... Yep. And you can literally make it about anything that you want to make it. You can send it to vickthetitian@gmail.com, VICK, thetitan@gmail.com, and literally ask me everything.
Link and pop it out.
Yeah, there somewhere.
Yeah.
Here, click his face.
I just want to explain the reason why I asked that question is because it explains a lot, and the theory is you're the average of the 5 close people to you.
Yeah.
And then to bring it all together to the 5 people you just have a very good support system.
Yeah.
And they give you a lot of freedom, because of that. So you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And That to me is awesome, because when I ask other people that, they really can't say who it is or who their 5 people are. They could probably say like 1 or 2, but then that's it. And then it would be like 2 people who are like not in the same mindset as them, so therefore they kind of get complacent in where they are.
Yeah.
But it just looks like everyone is supporting you to do whatever you want to do. So as a free thinker, you get to really execute whatever goes on in your head, and you're pretty good at organizing it on paper and then actually executing it.
I
think that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. If you could ask me anything, like, what do you want to know? If you want to pry.
Pry? You want me to pry into you? I don't know. I'm not really a prior, to be honest.
You can't be a talk show host and not be a prior.
I mean, this entire thing, I asked you a lot of questions. Yeah, to be honest. If I go look at some notes.
Wait, ask me about being a nerd. You said you wanted to talk to me about being a nerd.
That is true. That is true.
Okay.
So in terms of being a nerd, like, what kind of nerd are you?
Man, I'm an undercover nerd.
So meaning?
Meaning I'm like really goofy and silly, and I definitely enjoy long conversations about debates.
Debates on what?
Debates on anything. I love to debate on just political views is a big thing with me. Is I definitely need to know that you care about something. It doesn't matter if it's the same thing as I do, but I need to know that you're like in tune with the news. But specifically in
politics?
Specifically in politics is in terms of like, well, to put something in
perspective.
Not perspective, but like
in the air.
In current situations would be like scandals, and not just necessarily in politics. I think with politics it's a lot bigger.
Talking about the Weinsteins and the Bill Cosby.
Yeah, like in the show business, like different types of scandals, or why do politicians get away with it, and you know, like, why do politicians get away with shit?
Clout. My one word answer: clout.
Clout. What is with you in this word clout? This is exactly what I've been hearing you say forever since I've gotten here. It's clout. I've never heard clout before.
Yeah, so you don't know what it means. It just means like influence.
Ah.
It's like being
the word
affluent.
of the day.
Yeah. So it took you till now just to ask me this question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because to say like you have clout in Austin because you have, well, in the hip hop atmosphere.
Yeah.
Not to say that you could manipulate certain things, but when you have clout, you can kind of, you're an influencer. Because if you say, like, this place is hot, like you talk about restaurants or what, that was a night out in Austin.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, oh, I should go to that restaurant.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of power there.
Yeah.
And then when you have power, you kind of got leeway.
It's not always the best politics, though. That sucks.
What?
I'm relating it back to politics, how it's not always the best when people use their social influence on to get away with things. See, that's malicious. But so this is another thing, is I'm a big advocate for girls in the show business or any type of business in general. Is girls have an issue, like I have an issue with girls who cannot say no. Like if a guy is hitting on you, and it's making you feel uncomfortable, regardless of whatever like hitting on you it is, regardless if it's like something really slight or something really aggressive, for some reason girls don't know how to say no. They just they become squeamish and they don't know. Well, here's the thing. So when I first started in show business and music business, I was very naive in terms of how business was done. And so I thought that everybody was a nice person. And it's not like that at all. And I would sit next to DJs and producers and other, promoters, and they'd be like, Vic, I want to help you. I can help fund your whole thing. I can help pay for everything. But you gotta do me a favor in return. And me being naive and stupid, I'm like, yeah, let's work together and blah blah blah. Yeah. And literally we'll be sitting like this, a day or two later. Well, and it's the creep comes out, and it's like I want to either punch you in the face or get up and leave. And I usually just get up and leave though. but I mean, I
guess this is a good segue to go to my nerdy question.
Yeah.
If you could have if you could be a superhero or super villain, what would you be?
If I could be a super villain,
I
am a super villain.
You'd rather be a super villain than a superhero?
I'd rather be a super villain.
Okay, then what would your superpower be?
My superpower, Damn.
Yeah.
Honestly, it'd be speed.
Speed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I can get I can do so much
many things done.
Not even so many things done, but I could like do things secretly, and you wouldn't even know it was me because it took me like half a second.
Yeah, because and also your mind always runs, so you have like so many thoughts in your head. You want to get everything done at the same time.
I think that's me now.
That's why you're so spazzy.
I'm not spazzy. That's not the right word. I'm like the Energizer Bunny.
Sure. I was going to say that. Well, to me, it come with the power thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen like Jessica Jones?
I've seen a few episodes.
Yeah. Do you know like the villain in that one, the Purple Man? No, not really. You're not really into the Marvel. Well, it is Marvel. And Marvel. So his power is like super manipulation. Like he can make you do whatever. Like he made Jessica Jones as like sex slave and do all. Cause she had she had powers.
Yeah.
So he made her do like all the dirty work, get him money and whatnot. So he was never like looked on. So he was like the super spy type of thing. And I thought that would be really cool. But then I was talking to my boy Rob about it.
I don't like manipulative people.
I mean, I'm not saying. Well,
I don't know, but like, have you ever met like people that are like very manipulative?
Not really. To be honest,
I've met manipulative people. It's a skill.
These
people know how to like talk to you. They just know how to like. It's really creepy. Have you ever like researched manipulation and stuff like that?
No.
I'm very big into psychology.
You?
I'm very big into psychology. Yeah.
But no. Have you like looked into manipulation? Like, tell me
no,
more.
Not to learn.
Like, hey,
not to learn.
Where'd you learn?
It's just like an observation. It's just learning how the psychology of humans and it's just like this is my nerd in me coming out. This is what I look at these type of YouTube videos late at night. Don't judge me.
You're just really mindful. That's cool.
Yeah, I like to know things. I like to know how the human mind works.
You keep your brain sharp, in a way.
In a way.
By knowing how to be self-defensive or.
Yeah, I can see through a lot of the things. I'm very observant of how people talk to me.
Yeah.
I pay attention to what you start talking to me about. I pay attention to what you jump in, like what you rush to talk to me about. Mm-hmm. So a conversation could start off very normally, but then they change it quickly to what they actually care about. And that's something that I had to learn is how to see that.
People's true intentions.
Yeah, because of what I do.
Because you give people power, basically. Like I was saying, you have clout.
Yeah, and I don't want to think about it as like giving people power, but I have a vast majority. I have a vast.
You have influence.
And I have a big pot of resources, and I'm more than I'm more than willing to work with people. I just don't want to work with the wrong people. And it's.
Do you find yourself having trouble finding these people, or picking the good and bad people?
I don't have a problem picking them apart or separating them apart, but it's very hard to find a good team, so that's why I appreciate the hell out of.
I completely agree with that.
I appreciate the hell out of everybody that I work with.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So let's go into your research. Like when you do that, like is there something specific that you look into, like specific websites? Do you like look up to certain YouTube videos
for research?
Yeah.
No, it just depends on what I'm looking at specifically. So if I'm looking at specifically like a business that I'm looking to promote or looking to work with, then I like to check out their reviews. They're like what people have to say about them. I like to check out their following, their clout. Did I say it right? Did I use it right? I didn't see it. Crap. No. But I like to. I like to check their. Shut the fuck up. I like to check their stats. YouTube, I look a lot into for editing software, like editing tricks and hacks, and self-taught type of thing.
How about your philosophy, or that's philosophy, psychology? So,
a lot of the videos that I watch are off of Facebook and YouTube, and it's like when Facebook scrolls the video and you just keep going to the next one. That's why Facebook is evil.
The darkness of YouTube. You went to the deep zone.
So I just keep going to related videos and just going into stuff. But this is just.
Oh, I want to talk to you again. About,
go for it.
I forgot the flat earthers.
Oh, okay.
Because you believe the world is flat, right?
I believe the Earth is flat.
Please elaborate.
I can't explain
I
it. Like
definitely
I
talked
can't.
about that last one, but
Okay, I
opposite way.
can't explain it. I can't explain it. I believe the Earth is flat.
Please look me in my eye right now and say.
How do you know that the Earth is flat? How do you know that the Earth is not flat? How do you know?
I think because of gravity.
Okay, but gravity is a theory.
But then, how do I fly from San Diego to Asia from that side?
What do you mean, like?
How do I? So like the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the map is like this, and then San Diego is like the furthest west.
Well, if it's flat, then you can just like think about like I can't explain it.
So how do I get from this side to this side
more to
without
it.
going
There's
around?
But you can, if it's flat, you can go on top. You can go around. This is gonna be people are gonna watch this, and this is gonna be probably like the highlight of this whole thing because you're gonna stump me. Like I can't explain it.
Thank you for watching till the end.
Thank you for watching till the end. No, but I can't explain it. It's just, it's the way that I was taught. It's not the way that I was taught. It's just like the way that it was explained to me. It was the way that it was.
I'm trying to figure that out. Who was teaching?
Well, first of all, like the way that it was just the way that I came about knowing about it. It makes so much more sense. So
I thought this was a joke. I heard about this maybe like a couple months ago, and I was like,
thought that.
No. Just in general, like people thought the Earth was flat. I'm
No.
like, I thought this was disproven when like Columbus sailed
There's
the
a whole
ocean.
there's a whole theory about it. I mean, I personally, I can tell you what I don't believe in.
All right.
I don't believe in NASA for shit.
That I don't understand because
I don't believe in NASA.
Oh, NASA is an agency. It's here. It's in Houston.
I don't believe in NASA. I don't believe that NASA went to the moon. I'm sorry.
Okay, that I can understand. That I cannot.
What if
prove or deny?
Prove to me that was a real picture. Prove to me like that was definitely taken in the moon. Like you can't. I can't explain it. I can't. This is where things are gonna get complicated between us, Brian. Is because I can't explain it, but it's just. It
I like
makes sense
fire.
to me.
I like debate. So, what other conspiracies? What about the aliens?
I don't believe in aliens.
Area 51.
Area 51.
Yeah.
I don't believe in aliens.
No.
No, I believe in ghosts and demons, though.
In the entire universe, there's no other life forms other than us.
I don't believe in aliens.
So
man, you want to know the stupid prank that I did on somebody? So
go ahead.
So somebody that I know is really afraid of ghosts, like petrified.
So what about ghosts? You believe in ghosts?
I believe in ghosts, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not scared of ghosts.
All right, just keep going.
So they're super petrified of ghosts, and it was just the funniest thing to me. So one night, I woke up like at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, have you ever woken up at 3:33?
I don't know that for sure.
I've done it a couple times to freak me the fuck out.
Okay, why are you specifically looking at that time though?
No, because I used to have like the red old school, because I think it's the halfway number of 666, because there's no 666 on the clock.
Somebody come and get me.
Yeah, it was my old house in Rockville.
I'm sitting next to the halfway devil.
I used to live, my room was in the upstairs, like close to the attic.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, like I would just wake up like for like 5 days straight at the same time.
That's weird. That's freaking weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this person, right, was super afraid of ghosts, and so I
don't care about my ghost stories.
So I wake up.
Pranks.
So I wake up, and you know what an Undertaker is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so but you know the WWE version of.
Yes.
Okay, so the Undertaker always has this thing where he like sits up, like when he like
when
his
he's like falling.
Yeah. So I wake up and I sit up just like that, and
you got your eyes rolled back. You know how to do that?
No.
Can you do that?
This is gonna look stupid.
Look right in the camera, like.
Did I do it? No.
Kind of.
No, my eyes like flutter.
We'll look back.
I can't.
We'll look back at it.
I can do it.
Kind of.
So yeah, this person. So I get up like the Undertaker, and I know they're.
Sleep over at her house.
Yeah, this was a sleepover.
Oh.
And but it wasn't her. And
so it's a guy. All right.
Yeah, I was pranking my boyfriend, and so I get up, and I know they're like that. It's like when somebody's watching you and they're like super scared, and I start getting up. I get up perfectly.
In bed and he's just like
dead asleep. This is like 3 o'clock in the morning.
He's one eye open.
Probably. And I just get up and I go to the living room and I sit down and I start petting his dog. And then
that is just weird.
But this was like exactly. This is like 2:30 in the morning. This was April
I'd be like,
Fools.
"Are you okay?"
This was like April Fool.
I
No,
would tell you the next morning. I'm like, are you okay?
well, mind you, this
Do you
is
know
like,
what you do at sleep when you sleep? I think I gotta take you to the doctor.
So, he's like calling my name, and he's like, Vick,
And then you're just not paying
Vick.
attention to him.
Vick, and my back is turning. I slowly start to turn my head. Yo, it was probably the best prank that got somebody. But they were petrified. Someone's never been that petrified about me. So that's my ghost prank story. I pretended to be a demonic possessed girlfriend.
You were Emily Rose.
I was Emily Rose for the night. It was weird. To this day, it was like the funniest prank I've done on somebody.
I think on that note, I think that's a funny way, or it's a good way to wrap it up.
You can definitely cut that off.
I'm definitely keeping that.
Oh my gosh.
This is Vick the Titan's sense of humor.
That was my. It
Well,
worked.
I definitely want to leave you with two things.
Okay.
Or like two. I want to ask you two things. Like, if you have a message to anyone who's coming up, trying to go your route, what would you tell them? Like, trying to be in terms of like a music producer, rapper,
Show producer, and all in general.
Yeah.
Is don't limit yourself. Don't just because you come across a roadblock or a bump in the road, whatever have you. Don't think that that's going to be the end of it.
Yeah.
Find a different way. Find a different path, or find a way to make shit work.
Okay. Cool.
Regardless.
And the other one was a message to your haters. Message to all your alien believers and
My alien believers and round earth believers and such. Message to my haters. Damn, you mad, bro?
Yeah.
That's like, I just, I don't have haters. I don't have haters. You just tripping. They just tripping. Hating is a two-way thing. Like, I don't know. I don't have beef with people.
They're ghosts to her.
Yeah, I don't fade any. I don't get faded by anything except for weed.
I love it. All right. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks, Bryan. Peace
And,
out.